Hi everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be my week 32 to 37 pregnancy update. Do you love that I'm just doing things while I start this video? I don't know why I do that. Anyway, so obviously it has been quite a substantial amount of time since I have filmed the last update. And there's been a few little things that have come up that I definitely wanted to share with you. So everything was / kind of is still going okay, with a few little hiccups, I guess, along the way. So currently I am on weekly appointments through my obstetrician. However, I am actually doing 2 appointments a week because of some just extra monitoring. So seeing the midwives, previously they have had no problems come up, nothing to be of concerned about. And then I feel like one day I saw the obstetrician and he was like, "You're measuring quite small, like the baby's small. I think it's best to get a separate growth scan done," because what he was seeing again was just small. So I was like, okay, is this something to be concerned about? And at the time he was like, "No, it's all good." So from there I did go and have a separate scan. Now I know there are some places, I'm currently in Sydney, Australia. There are places that you can go to that bulk bill these appointments. I completely understand that, but just for reference, in case you do go to a specialist, I paid $230 for the scan, and then you get maybe, that's my little bulldog barking, you get maybe $60 back through Medicare. So just so you're aware. Now, when we were at the scan, the lady picked up that the stomach was a little bit small, and the baby was measuring at 2.3 kilos. So it's not so much the size of the baby that they are concerned about, it's the stomach size being small by the sounds of it. This is, again, so new to me and quite confusing. So my understanding is at this point the stomach should be minimum 10% and it's measuring at 8%. So the ultrasound lady was like, "Come back in 2 weeks, we'll do another scan." I went back to my obstetrician and he was like, "No, I think at this point, I'm happy just to do extra monitoring. You don't need to go and do a scan." So one thing that I am definitely struggling with is the difference of opinions with the people you deal with. It is, what do you actually do? Whose advice do you trust? It is quite confusing, unfortunately. So at this point I haven't had another growth scan. However, I am being sent to the actual birthing unit in my hospital to have weekly CTGs, I believe they're called, where you basically just lay there with the monitors on. Every time you feel the baby move or kick or anything like that, you press a button and they just monitor the heartbeat, your heartbeat, and how it adjusts from moving to not moving. So just seeing how the baby reacts, I guess, is what that is. So yeah, it has been a very emotional time for me, I guess, which I won't go into completely. There is a lot of personal things happening which just even coming to talk about it now, I just am very much struggling to deal with. So I was assuming in my last appointment my blood pressure was going to be super high, but it wasn't. But just dealing, as I said, with a few personal things that so unexpectedly has come up. I don't want to cry, but I also just want to be real and share with you guys what's happening. But yeah, one of my dogs is super sick, and like dealing with that has been so hard. And then obviously any day I could literally go into labor, and I've been struggling with that because in a selfish way, I guess, I'm not ready. Like, I just know mentally I can't deal with having a baby and having to be away from like home at the moment with my dog so sick. But yeah, I've been super overwhelmed. Even at the gross scan, I was laying there, and it was a couple of days after we found out like health issues with one of our dogs, that I was like, I'm gonna pass out. Like, I literally felt myself getting so overwhelmed that I almost passed out. So just stuff like that that's really hard, and the lack of sleep at the moment. We do have a double-story house, and we have actually moved downstairs to help care for our dog. And I know that it sounds crazy if you're not like an animal or a dog lover. I completely get it that you probably are like, what? Like, so confused. But yeah, just to care for him, we are sleeping on the floor in our lounge room on a mattress. And yeah, the lack of sleep and like the early mornings and trying to cook for him and all of that is definitely taking a toll. And seeing, unfortunately, this dog that is so a part of our family just deteriorating before your eyes is so hard. And I'm sorry, I know that this is a pregnancy update. It's not like a dog update, but yeah, it's just a mental struggle that I'm honestly really struggling with. But I'll probably do a separate video on that because it would be a completely different audience that would want information about that. But I have actually today, I'm not going to say finalized my hospital bag, but I have definitely finally packed some things into a bag. It's hard because I'm still confused of what I need and what I don't, and yeah, it's a very overwhelming time because it's super, super close. And as I said, I'm 37 weeks today. I have my 37-week appointment tomorrow, and then my CTG at the end of the week. So yeah, I just feel overwhelmed, and particularly because the last appointment, the obstetrician did say that he doesn't think at this point he will let me go past 39 weeks. So I guess this is how people that have like booked in inductions or C-sections feel, because it's like you have a date almost. Mine's very vague, I do understand that. But because it just is like 2 weeks, feels so close, and I'm just not like mentally there yet. It's like, it's really, really, really hard. So if anyone sort of feels like they're at the end but they're not prepared, in a way this doesn't even feel real still. It's so weird. I don't know, there's no other way to describe it. But I think that that is all the updates. Like, I'm in such a weird place at the moment. I feel like we have everything to be as ready as we can be, maybe, but then it's like, who knows? Because obviously we've never done this before. Me and my husband have no idea what we're doing. But yeah, both just super like overwhelmed and drained, and just honestly trying our best to do what we can to get through this time. It's so like, it's exciting, but it's so hard with our dog. And then like, yeah, a few family things as well. It's just interesting how like weddings and babies and all of that bring out the most interesting sides of people. And yeah, that is it. So my next update will probably be still from 37. Maybe this is 36 weeks, we'll say, because 37, because I haven't really had anything yet with my appointments. So maybe, yeah, I'll say this is the end of my 36 week, and then we'll go to 37, and then, yeah, see how we go. I think the next appointment tomorrow is when they do a swab or something, which, oh my God, I do not want to do, but it's part of the process, I guess. But yeah, I know that this is definitely all over the place, but hope someone found this helpful. I will keep you updated with the struggles and what happens with having a baby with a small stomach, because I've never heard of this. People keep on saying obviously scans can be not that accurate, but we will definitely see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will see you in my next video very soon. Thanks again. Bye.